number 11. This is our 11th week. My name is Iris von Peppen and my co-host.
Hello, I'm Laisvie Andrea Ochoa. Tonight, we welcome you to the Boiler Room Sessions. This is a space where we present artists from different parts of the world using this medium of Zoom and then live on YouTube. And now we started this because of the quarantine situation. And now it's growing and evolving. So it is.
Yes.
What is this? Explain
What
me a
is
bit more.
this?
What is it that we're doing?
Now, well, I have some news actually. So this is our 11th. Next week will be our last session that is on a weekly Wednesday. So pick up your agendas and note from August, every second Monday of the month, we're going live on YouTube. And we are very aware that people see it not always live, but after, but it's not the same, which is a very personal experience. And what we do is we curate, we host experimental artists from all over the world with their unique, innovative views in the music, dance, performance. Many disciplines are welcome. And since now we have had more than 33 artists all over the world, from CapeTown, from Paris, from Vancouver. We have a big Latin American crowd, especially tonight. So we're going bilingual tonight, I assume.
Sí, yo quiero también saludar a nuestra audiencia en español porque sé que la Latinoamérica Unida está hoy viendo aquí el Boiler Room Sessions. ¿Esto qué es? Es un teatro virtual que nos inventamos con Iris van Peppen y yo. Las dos somos coreógrafas que vivimos en Utrecht, en Holanda. Y estábamos como con la situación de cuarentena, extrañando muchísimo el presentarnos, el estar en vivo, el tener como una actividad como artistas, así que decidimos inventarnos este teatro virtual en donde ya hemos presentado más de 33 artistas desde Sudáfrica, Alemania, Colombia, pronto vamos con Chile y hoy tenemos 5 países de Latinoamérica involucrados en esta transmisión de hoy, más unas amigas que están en CapeTown y en Berlín. Así que realmente con este teatro virtual hemos logrado conectar gente de todas partes del mundo, mostramos trabajos experimentales, gente con experiencia o gente sin mucha experiencia, pero nos interesa la gente que hace trabajo experimental y que propone algo para este formato telemático.
So, and tonight we're going to have not 3 performances, which we usually have, but we have 2. But that has a reason. We have the last performance will be a big collective of 9 dancers, a live musician. It's a big telematic dance and music performance. And when the lockdown started, that was March 12, 13, 14, somewhere around there. And after 2 weeks of lockdown, Laisvie and we got together and we said, we need this meeting and intimacy through a live event. Let's do this. Without knowing what to do, how to do, we just did it. And we started on April 15 with our first session. And the first artist that said, hey, I'm in, was Manuela Tessi. And I'm very happy that she will be here with us again tonight in another configuration. And very supportive artist, very active in different countries. So shall we, I wonder, Laisvie, because I'm so excited, I go quick. Is it ready? Can we start?
Well, I want to tell you that we have people from everywhere. Suma, hi, he was an artist
Suma,
here.
yes, he was here. Performing with us.
Yes, we have more people from South Africa. So Manuela and Friederike have a lot of friends here tonight joining. And we also have a lot of friends from Latin America. Así que hola, bienvenidos, bienvenidas. Que disfruten muchísimo. Vamos a empezar con danza y flauta con Manuela y Friederike, y de segundas va Intensamente.
Yes, so I'm going to get my information
Yeah,
ready.
because tonight I'm very, very happy that Manuela came back with another proposal.
With Friederike Wendorf, yes.
Yes, that's
So let's announce our first performance. We will start with Friederike Wendorf and Manuela Tessi, and they have met each other a few years ago in 2014 and started working together as a duo. And they started and created Musik Tanz 030, which is a platform aimed at fostering and collaboration of dance and music in Berlin. And the platform consists of a performance series in various Berlin venues. And they have been holding practice sessions and workshops alongside these series. So Friederike is a Berlin-based flutist and performer whose artistic focus lies in improvisation, and particularly in the relationship between sound and movement. And she studied at the Conservatoire in Berlin, Cologne, and Amsterdam. Friederike is a very active in the Berlin improvisation scene. Now, Manuela, for those that haven't met her yet, is an Italian dancer, and she is based in Amsterdam. And apart from Amsterdam, her main base, she's also based in Berlin and in CapeTown. Now, Manuela is very interested in the musicality of movement, and in the recent years, she has been working and teaching in interdisciplinary performance work. And one of their latest projects with Friederike and Manuela include also a piece for Sound Dance Festival in Berlin and Kling Klang, a music and dance performance for toddlers. So tonight they are going to perform a duet, and when they're ready, we can enjoy their performance.
Very good. Very, very good.
Friederike, what a beautiful duet this was. What a start of our session tonight.
Stunning.
Wow,
Very
re-
stunning.
very beautiful. And they will come back after. So if you have any questions, we have a chat on our right. So if you want to say, give your feedback, give your applause, you give whatever you want to give, then we will collect them and we will share them with them afterwards. So thank you again, Manuela and Friederike. If you just tuned in now, welcome to our Boiler Room Sessions live stream performances, number 11. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe.
Yes,
We
I was
like to,
about to remind you that because we really need to have more followers here on YouTube. That's really helpful. You can support this virtual theater by subscribing to the channel. If you want to know, if you want to get notifications, you can also click on the bell. So then, when we are live every Wednesday, you know that we are here.
which is a very good idea because next week will be the last weekly Wednesday. And then from August, we go every month, the second Monday of the month. So to help you remind, click on the bell and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, which is Boiler Room Sessions with underscores. I'm sure if you Google, you find it, not a problem. So
Yes, we do have a lot of people clapping, sending hearts on the chat for this wonderful duet that we just saw. It was really stunning. The beginning with the shadows, the connection between them, it was very, very powerful. And I have now a lot of air in my body. That's how I feel.
yes. Well, I also, because I was very on a high pace when I started this session, I was a bit nervous because we have such a big collective coming up. And my dear colleague Laisvie has a very big role. So it means I also have to take on another role of it. So that nervosity was there. And now I'm super chill because of this beautiful performance by Manuela and Friederike. Such strong women. Very nice sound also by Friederike. So we have our collective. We have a big collective coming up. Intensamente is called the piece. Laisvie, tell us about this because you have been collaborating on this project.
Yeah, it's very special for me to share with you because this is the second time we're going to perform this piece. We did this piece specifically for this format. So we created it on Zoom. We had a laboratory that lasted for 2 weeks. We were meeting every day on Zoom to create this piece. And we were really trying to bring love into the telematic embrace because these technologies might feel quite cold and distant, and we are not used to dance with this format. So okay, I thought no, that depends on us how we use technology, really. So let's make this challenge for ourselves and let's try to make a piece full of love.
And was it an invitation, or did you and Brigitte came up with this idea?
So yeah, this piece was created in a big event.
Okay.
So I was the artistic director of the Latin American Gathering of Inclusion and Dance, or Dance and Inclusion. This was organized by an association in Argentina and hosted by the Inclusive Dance Company in from Buenos Aires, one of the inclusive dance companies from Buenos Aires that's called Sin Fronteras, Without Borders. And they hosted a huge Latin American gathering. And I was the artistic director. And since we couldn't meet physically, then we did the whole event through Zoom. We had classes, we had the creative laboratories, and we also performed this piece there. So this is our second performance tonight.
And Laisvie, you also have a company in Bogota, which is Con Cuerpos. Are there tonight also dancers from your company?
Yes, this is the amazing thing about Intensamente because tonight you're going to see dancers from different inclusive dance companies all over the continent. So we have people from Concuerpos, we have David from Concuerpos, and we have 2 dancers from Venezuela, AM Danza. We have 2 dancers from Sin Fronteras, Without Borders in Argentina. We have a dancer from Peru. We have another dancer in Chile. We have another dancer from Brazil, from Proyecto Pez. I hope I don't forget everyone. And we have a live musician, especially playing now for this piece, from Bogotá, René. He is playing live. So, you know, this is the whole shebang: choreographer, video artist, music. And because we did this piece in a way that is inclusive. So it's, you know, we really want to reach everyone, all the audience. So also tonight we have Olga Spiraki from Greece talking in English, speaking in English. She is our beautiful soft voice in English tonight.
Okay, so I leave you up to it. So I will take my time to introduce Intensamente performance, okay? So we have our last performance, but it's a big collective, like Laisvie already mentioned, and it's a longer piece. So that is the reason why we do 2 performances tonight and not 3. And they gave us a beautiful text for me to read to you. So I will introduce them. So way beyond the skin, the walls, the frontiers, dance gets us together, holds us, hugs us. We explore the particular encounter that takes place in the telematic hug. We search for a telepathic connection that can break boundaries and frontiers. The performance is the result of a dance lab which took place at the 3rd Latin American Gathering of Dance and Inclusion, a live streaming that gathers dancers from different countries of Latin America, and it's a collaboration between the choreographer Brigitte Potente and in this role, Laisvie, Andrea, Ochoa, for this piece, the video artist. There are 9 dancers. I will name them. I will not do it right, but let's do it anyway. Francis Elizabeth Muñoz Martínez from Venezuela, Giovanna Carimati from Argentina, David Bernal from Colombia, Sâmia de Paula from Brazil, Rebeca Estéfano from Venezuela, Liza Taylor from Argentina, Sandré Bajac, I hope I say it right, Peru, Andrea Corvalan from Chile, Candelaria Loco from Argentina, and the live music is René Moreno from Colombia, and English voices by Olga Spiraki, and other music that has been used, Intensamente by Sâmia, Queiroz, and Ocean Surf, which is a public domain. So enjoy the performance of Intensamente.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Nosotras agradecidas. Gracias. De verdad, gracias por estar en esta función virtual y universal de Intensamente. Tenés la posibilidad de percibir la función solo a través del espíritu. O solo a través de la imagen. o ambas. Somos Brigitte, Laisvie, René, Olga, Francis, Giovanna, David, Sâmia, Rebeca, Liza, Sandré, Adela y Candelaria. Atravieso el cielo de las ideas hacia
Bien,
el
el
terreno de la
cielo de
acción.
las ideas hacia el terreno de la acción.
Hacia el terreno de la acción.
No habito en silencio cuando quiebra.
Silencio cuando quiebras mi cuerpo.
Cuando estoy confinada en mis miedos personales.
No estoy confinada a mis
Nada de
miedos.
mis miedos personales.
Confío en la
Confío
fuerza
en la
de
fuerza de la construcción
fuerza de
colectiva.
acción colectiva de un cuerpo.
cuerpo sostenible.
De un cuerpo
Somos
sostenible.
el cambio.
Somos el cambio.
Somos el cambio.
Hablamos.
Hablamos en plural.
Atravieso el cielo de las ideas
Atravieso el cielo de las ideas
Atravieso el cielo
hacia
de las
el terreno de
ideas.
la acción.
El terreno de la acción.
No habito
No habito
en el silencio cuando quiebres mi cuerpo.
No habito el silencio cuando quiebras mi cuerpo.
No estoy confinada en mis miedos personales.
No estoy confinada a mis miedos.
A mis miedos personales.
No estoy confinada en mis miedos personales.
Confío en la fuerza de la construcción colectiva de un cuerpo sostenible.
De un cuerpo
Confío
sostenible.
en la fuerza de la construcción colectiva de un cuerpo sostenible.
Somos el cambio.
Somos el
Hablamos
cambio.
en plural.
Hablamos.
En plural.
9 small screens on a larger screen. 9 naked beds, newspaper-covered walls, a sequence of movement that repeats 5 times: nipples, neck, head, shoulders, arms, ears, palms, chest, navel, shoulder. 3 people communicating. 1 through sound. 2 from the movements of their heads and chests. 3 people listening and feeling each other in the distance. 2 with black hair, beard and glasses. 1 with amber curled hair, a voluminous mouth, and wearing a blue shirt.
Nace del pecho, las ganas, abrir los ojos y las manos, de conexión.
Nace del
Las ganas, abrir los ojos y la sonrisa, la intención de conexión entre una acción y una reacción. Presente en el encuentro.
In profile,
de crear una conexión.
Essential
Las
points
ganas, abrir
for
los
a
ojos y
hug,
la sonrisa,
for
la
a hug,
intención
Una reacción.
de
for
conexión
a hug,
entre una acción y una reacción.
for a hug,
Establecer
Nace del pecho.
for a hug,
Localizar la
nace
mirada.
del
for a
pecho,
hug,
Las ganas.
Hacer espacio.
for a hug,
abrir los ojos y la sonrisa,
Dejar entrar. Acurrucarse.
tener la
La
intención
intención.
de conectar
Acurrucar.
una acción y una
Crear una
reacción.
conexión.
Localizar la mirada.
Presente en el encuentro.
Espacio. Dejar
Nace del
entrar.
pecho, las ganas,
Acurrucarse.
abrir los ojos y la sonrisa,
Amorosidad.
la intención
Apretar.
de conexión,
Nace del
una acción y una reacción.
Localizar la mirada. Hacer espacio.
ganas.
Dejar entrar.
Abrir
Abrir la mirada y la sonrisa.
Apretar.
Dejar entrar.
Espacios.
Tener la intención.
Hacer espacio. Dejar entrar.
Tener conexión.
Apretar.
La intención de conectar.
Localiza la mirada.
Dejar la mirada.
Espacio.
Entre una acción
Abrir espacio.
Enfocarse.
y una reacción.
Apretar.
Llegar hasta ti.
Localiza la mirada. Hacer espacio. Dejar entrar. Enfocarse.
Nace del pecho.
Apretar.
Ana.
Hacer espacio. Dejar entrar.
Abrir la mirada y la sonrisa. Tener
Estar
la
presente en el
de crear una conexión entre una acción y una reacción.
Michelle.
Yura.
Emiliano.
Yura.
Nancy.
Vivi.
Consuelo.
Yura.
Roberto.
Flora.
Macha.
Mari.
Gabriel.
Aida.
Edgar.
Luis.
Dios.
Bella.
Alejandro.
Nacho.
Yura.
Tribute. They point to their bones. They
Carolina.
point to their muscles.
Vivi.
They point to their organs.
Yura.
Álvaro.
At the same time, they say the names of the 5 most important people in their lives.
Diana.
Vida.
José.
Consuelo.
Vivi.
Yura.
Alejandro.
Rebeca.
José. Luis.
Flora.
Carolina.
Gabriel.
Álvaro.
Olga. Liliana. Liliana.
Roberto.
Rebeca.
Mari.
Ella.
Gabriel.
Consuelo.
José. Vivi. Roberto.
Dios.
Alejandro.
Rebeca.
José.
Florángel.
Álvaro.
Gabriel.
Liliana.
Aida.
Mari.
Dios.
José. Mari.
Carolina.
Florángel.
Flora.
Alejandro.
Héctor.
Olga.
José.
Dios.
Carla.
Vida.
Rebeca.
Carolina.
Florángel.
Diana.
Gabriel.
Álvaro.
Dios.
Álvaro.
Rebeca.
Flora.
Carolina.
Florángel.
Olga.
Gabriel.
Alejandro.
Diana.
Aida. Consuelo.
Rafael.
Flora. Olga. Yura. Liliana.
Nine small screens on a larger screen. In each screen, a person turned back. They make strokes on the newspaper wall. They move from the chest. They move from the heart.
Nace del pecho.
Nace del pecho. Las ganas. Nace del pecho. Las ganas.
Nace en el pecho.
Nace del pecho.
Amorosidad.
Amorosidad.
Las ganas.
Amorosidad.
Amorosidad.
Las ganas.
La intención de conexión entre una acción y una reacción.
La intención en la conexión de una acción y una reacción. La intención en la conexión de una acción y una reacción.
Localizar la mirada.
Localizar la mirada y
Llegar hasta ti.
La intención.
La intención de conectar la
Tener la
acción
intención.
y la
Tener
reacción.
la intención.
La intención
Nace en el
en la
pecho.
conexión.
Deseo que te tengo.
Las ganas.
Atrapar la entrega.
Entre una acción y una reacción.
Surecer. Deseo inmenso.
Deseo inmenso. Sorecer.
Estar presente. Surecer.
Sorecer.
Estar presente en el
Sentir el contacto mutuo.
Sentir el contacto.
Reposo tangible sin freno.
Reposo
Deseo
tangible sin
inmenso.
freno.
Reposo tangible sin freno.
Nace en el pecho.
Nace del pecho.
Nace del pecho. Las ganas.
Entre paredes, uma alma velha me convidou para dançar e sussurrou no meu ouvido de uma maneira que só eu poderia ouvir. Por que você está escondendo seus demônios aí dentro? Talvez eu tenha várias coisas para dizer. Talvez eu tenha suprimido tanta coisa no meu peito que não exista mais espaço para o momento do movimento que meu coração precisa para bater. Talvez eu esteja cansada, mas na espera de um novo amanhecer. Talvez eu morra todo dia tentando entender. Talvez caos. Talvez cais. Eu tenho medo? Talvez. Mas já mergulhei no oceano sem medo de me perder entre os peixes. E hoje eu tô me sentindo num grande aquário cibernético. São muitos olhos e são muitas bocas. Mas é o que dizem. Se você engolir tudo que você sente, no final você se afoga.
Abrir los ojos y la sonrisa.
abrir los ojos y la sonrisa.
Abrir los ojos y la sonrisa.
Abrir la mirada y la sonrisa.
Abrir los ojos y la sonrisa.
Nace en el pecho.
Amorosidad. Nace del pecho.
La intención.
Deseo inmenso.
Una acción
Localizar
entre
la
una
mirada.
acción y una reacción.
Tener las ganas.
Dejar entrar.
Tener la
Nace del
intención.
pecho.
Deseo
Estar surecer.
la intención de conectar la intención. La intención.
Mesmo às vezes me sinto enclausurada.
Iniciar a distancia, desespera cuerpo, mente y espíritu.
Vivir el aquí y el ahora.
En mi casa habitan fuerzas que subestimo, fuerzas que son tan poderosas que no necesitan luchar.
Um grande aquário cibernético.
Não só floresce a fome da comida, mas também a fome e a sede da pele, de valores, de respeito.
El hambre que aflora no solo es de comida, afloran también el hambre y la sed de piel, de valores, de respeto.
Pero confío en el amor que nos tenemos, que nos damos, que nos hacemos. Y el aire vuelve de a poco al pecho.
Me anima a continuar la vida.
Mesmo que eu goste de viver a vida com o entusiasmo de uma criança, às vezes me sinto enclausurada.
El encierro distancia desespera cuerpo, mente y espíritu.
Vivir el aquí y el ahora.
En mi casa habitan fuerzas que subestimo, fuerzas que son tan poderosas que no necesitan luchar.
Me sentindo num grande aquário cibernético.
Não só floresce a fome da comida, mas também a fome e a sede da pele, de valores, de respeito.
El hambre que aflora no solo es de comida, afloran también el hambre y la sed de piel, de valores, de respeto.
Pero confío en el amor que nos tenemos, que nos damos, que nos hacemos. Y el aire vuelve de a poco al pecho.
Me anima a continuar la vida.
Congratulations, Laisvie and Brigitte. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. What a piece. Oh, what a work. Phew. Huh? Yeah.
Yes, I'm still with the ocean.
Yes. So beautiful. So beautiful. And also very personal. It's so personal to see all the faces, their voices, their rooms, their stories. Even if I don't understand, it doesn't matter. I can really relate, really connect with each and every one. And I grow into all the characters during the piece. So from just having like how do you say it, a collage of image it becomes more intimate in having more relations to all the individual performance. So bravo all performers. Wow, what a good job you all did. I'm very curious about all of your comments. So please put them in the chat and we can bring them in. Also, all the people from Latin America. I don't speak Spanish, but we will make sure everything will be included for you. And I give you some time. And in the meantime, I'd like to say a few announcements for the people checking in later again. So next week will be our last weekly Wednesday. It has been then number 12. Next week, we have been curating then, I don't know, 35 artists or more. We need a break. We need an evaluation so we can come back from in August for every second Monday of the month. So please subscribe to the channel so you get notified. And so we'll be coming back and stronger, because we also believe that it's not this format is not a replacement for the physical theaters. This is another domain. This is a virtual theater. It has other possibilities that we don't have in the real theater, in the physical theater, and obviously it has limitations. But so will we keep on going from August? But next week our last session will be Mary Janssen, Barry de Bruin. You have seen him perform, by the way, Barry, before. Leah Jacob and Petra Vossenberg. It will be a collective performance of dance, visual art, and voice. Also, we have Paula Chavez, and I think also from Colombia, but I'm not sure. But maybe Liza can say.
She's Colombian, but she's based in Amsterdam. She has been living in Amsterdam for many, many years. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting experiment.
And it's dance, right?
Well, it's an interesting performance that we need to check out.
Okay, so it's going to be a surprise. So we have Lucy Strauss from Cape Town and Tanya Leah Vosgetter from Vancouver, which is cello and dance. That will be for next week. And in the meantime, slowly all the artists, we will bring them back into the room after having such a Zoom performance and you're active on the chat. It's also nice to have a short little after talk, which is also a way to bring in your questions and to have a moment of sharing. We'll do that about 10 minutes and then we'll go offline. So slowly the artists will come in. And hello, there is everyone. This is our virtual cafe where we all meet in the audience and artists, where we can have a mix and mingle. Hola.
Hola.
And for those that have been watching more sessions, Brigitte Potente, can you wave? So we have seen Brigitte Potente in number 6, yes, in our session with Androgynous Anonymous, together with Ana Maria Romano. So for those that have been watching, you will recognize him. Welcome back, Brigitte. Wonderful.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, Brigitte. And there you also have Friederike and Manuela. Beautiful. Hey, beautiful evening, everyone. So, Manuela, can you drop in your question together with Brigitte?
I just want to say something.
Yes.
And is that, please, for the audience that's on YouTube, we're very happy to have you there. I see that the chat is on fire. So keep going. Pueden dejar sus comentarios en español, que también los voy a traer a la discusión. Estamos muy felices de poder hacer esta discusión después de la performance con ustedes. Entonces vamos a discutir un poco entre nosotras, pero muy lindo también escuchar sus opiniones y bueno, intentaré pasar todo lo que nos digan aquí a nuestras artistas de esta noche.
Laisvie, were there chats that needed to share, or you just did it in Spanish?
We do have a lot of chats to share. First, for the first performance, Manuela and Friederike, I think, Manuela, your sister was here sending you love, and she was very happy, and people were very, very touched. They were saying, bravo, really very beautiful, even from Chile saying congratulations for you. A lot of peace was transmitted in your duet. I have from Mariana, that's what Mariana is saying. And then Carrie is saying excellent, magic. We also have happy faces, a lot of bravissime, bellissime, grazie. And now we go to the Intensamente performance. We have Rebeca y Francis, orgullosas de ustedes, AM Danza. We have more people from AM Danza saying hello, and loads of hearts, loads of beautiful faces, and they are repeating. Even Manuela was chatting, saying,
oh, wow, you're so
confío en el amor que nos tenemos. Beautiful and hopeful. Excelente, carpe diem, Rebeca, carpe diem grupo. We have flowers for you. Wow, I am excited with what I have seen. Again, Manuela, so beautiful. So she speaks perfect Spanish. And we have Amalia. Qué emocionante, corazones desnudos con hambre y sed de valores y respeto, de amor, de aquí y ahora, de sentirse vivo y vivir intensamente. Me emocionó.
Thank you, Laisvie, for sharing all the chats for those that are not able to see the stream, which is me, and also for all the other performers. If you have any questions that you want to bring into our conversation, please let us know. So we'll include them. Can I give the word to Manuela?
Hi, everyone. Hola a todos. Thank you so much, everyone, for the performance. Thank you, Friederike, for this collaboration again. And Iris and Laisvie for holding the space, the virtual space, and holding the community for all these weeks. It's so much work, and I think it's so worth it. Because now I'm really curious how it's gonna move in the next phase, and things are gonna open up. Here also, after 2 months of very strict lockdown, we started to rehearse with real people in a space under very strict conditions, of course. But as life moves on, I'm curious how this media will continue, because you've started something quite unique, like a series, and how it's going to continue to support and next to the live. So as we will all luckily, hopefully, go to perform live again and do live work, how this work will support, and especially the connection. I'm so blessed that I have collaborators now in CapeTown and Berlin and Amsterdam, and who knows, we'll start new collaborations, and how we can continue, also when we are in our own cities, like to collaborate virtually. And Laisvie, you seem to have already so many projects like that before the corona. So, and I mean, seeing your work all these weeks, because I saw almost all the nights, you already started to work this way long time ago. So I'm very intrigued how this can unite artists and show us different perspectives that otherwise we wouldn't in our local community, which of course is very international, but it's very different when you have people in their own spaces, in their own continents. So how to continue supporting this media next to the live.
Laisvie, can you respond or not?
So I'm doing translation. If you, for the people here in Zoom, you can open the closed captions, the subtitles. Pueden abrir los subtítulos. Estoy haciendo traducción ahí en subtítulos. En YouTube los van a poder ver. voy a ir pasando de inglés a español. Yeah, so I'm switching from English to Spanish and to make everyone, to make sure that everyone can understand what we're saying. I actually would like to hear from other people because I'm very into it. I'm very, as Manuela, you said, I started before because I have been away from my dance company for a while now. And then we decided to do a piece together. And that was the beginning of this whole telematic journey. And now many people joined because of the virus. And I'm not happy that the virus happened, but I am happy to have many friends, many telematic friends that wanted to experiment also with this and to make this less cold, as I was saying, and more warm and also useful for what we need. So I would like to hear other people in this topic, yes.
So can anyone respond on the question of Manuela, like how to continue as life is, you know, we're going to, again into the real spaces, but how can this platform, in what way can it contribute and connect? Just in a nutshell, I hope I did it well.
Hola Manuela, hola Friederike, felicitaciones. Y a las amigas de Intensamente también, felicitaciones. Manuela, yo siento que también, en mi caso, antes de pensar en cómo continuar, lo que está siendo muy importante es entender aún por qué hacemos lo que hacemos y porque a pesar de no poder encontrarnos en vivo, insistimos en juntarnos, insistimos en bailar, insistimos en crear. Siento que para mí aún ese es el lugar de la reflexión y es porque insistimos en estar aquí, y es que lo que estoy entendiendo después de esta noche también es que insistimos en estar aquí porque tenemos cosas muy poderosas y potentes que decirle al mundo a través de nuestros movimientos y nuestras presencias. Laisvie, you can to translate, please?
I'm translating with the subtitles. So here in Zoom you can open the subtitles to see. Aquí en Zoom pueden abrir los subtítulos, and on YouTube it's going to go directly.
Okay, now there is a silence because I'm looking for the subtitles, sorry. All right, I will look up the subtitles later, so Laisvie can do the subtitles. No idea what you said, but I'm coming.
So I can share quickly. So for Brigitte, the first question is, why do we do this? Why do we insist in gathering, in making things, even though we cannot meet physically? And tonight, Brigitte was feeling that it's because we have something powerful to say. And we keep on insisting on that because, yeah, it's an urgency that we have.
And Brigitte, I remember also that before we went live, you came with also a question, and that Manuela responded to about this disconnection of this medium. And Manuela was saying very beautifully, and this paradox of before the lockdown, where we were traveling so much, and now that in the lockdown, this work has been more international than ever. So Brigitte, what was it that you brought in about this?
Sorry.
Tú habías tenido una pregunta la vez pasada, que en la sesión que te presentaste antes, si recuerdas cuál fue tu pregunta esa vez.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay, it's okay. Oh, this is the best talk ever.
But I think I have an idea. I think Manuela was asking, like, how can we continue this? I think the only answer to this is we have to meet again as soon as possible. And I'm really happy that this format is happening. And actually, Manuela and me, we know each other for so long, but we only have lived in the same town in Berlin for 9 months, and after that we kept visiting each other, and in between we just we were not really connected. And now I wonder, why have we never thought about this kind of media before the lockdown? We could have at least, I mean, of course it's not the same, as we all know, but it's a chance at least to connect and to go on with the practice, and to keep on, I mean, to open a new research in this kind of performances, when we are all like more like video artists, and I mean as improvisers, but as well video, in a way, video artists, and as well like this medium. I mean, I prefer to meet in the same room with artists, but as well, even if only this is possible, I'm very happy this is happening. And just even last week in Berlin, there was a festival that I joined, that I performed in. It was called Sound Dance Festival. It's still going on if you want to check it out. There I was in a group with 6 musicians, 6 dancers, but not 3 of them couldn't travel to Berlin, and they were, when we rehearsed in the studio, we had them on the computer via Zoom, and it was really possible to connect. And even we did a performance we had them on a very big screen in the theater. But yeah, I just want to say it was really nice to meet these people, and it was possible to integrate them in a performance.
And the festival was with live people also, and it was streamed.
Live people in the room, and a single person, either a dancer or a musician, streamed. Yeah, that was really nice.
But the performance itself was streamed as well for the audience.
Not really. They divided the 6 musicians and 6 dancers. They divided them in groups of 4 people, and they filmed them in a theater, and then they made a video out of it, out of the video tapes. So
and that was streamed.
Yes, and you can still look the video up. It's called Open Platform Improvised. If you go on the website of Sound Dance Festival, you will find it. It will be there for the next few months, or maybe a year even. And you can see little excerpts from all the takes that the different group made, and you can see the people that were streamed. Really nice project now.
And so there was not audience in the theater, because there's also this going on.
No, not when they videotaped it. No,
okay.
not when they recorded it. I mean, they showed the film in the theater, but then it was only allowed 10 people in the thing. So yeah.
I wonder, can I bring in something? I wonder if, for me, it's so different if we have if we have this medium in Zoom where everybody's in their own place and we work from there and that we stream, or if we go to a theater with the light and everything, and we have also audience, maybe 30 people that are allowed, and that is being streamed. But you had that experience. But for me, it sounds, when I think it's something different. Is it? Maybe not.
So my fingers were not so fast. I'm going to say it in Spanish. Iris está preguntándose por esta cuestión de si seguimos haciendo, por ejemplo, performances en donde todo el mundo está en diferentes lugares y nos unimos a través de Zoom, o si tenemos esta opción que Friederike nos está contando, y es tener una parte del grupo en vivo en un teatro y otra parte del grupo proyectada en presencia telemática. Como que ella todavía no se logra imaginar esta situación, entonces nos pregunta pues qué nos parecen las dos opciones.
Yeah, I say it also because I find it very particular to perform for audience that is in the air, in the virtual theater, or to perform for an audience that is physically there, or to perform with audience that is physically there and the virtual audience.
yeah, it was a difference. It felt, I mean, because there was no audience, or maybe just one, like the director of the festival was watching us. So it felt more like a session, but a very nice session in a theater with a light technician, light artist, and but it was like having the dancer like on a very big screen. It was quite easy to integrate her to the performance or to the piece, and to play with with the 2D, two-dimensional physicality, and to play with the projection. And yeah, it was really nice. It was the same as if there was audience, or very similar in the end.
Manuela.
Add something to that. Back in 2008, I made a piece that was playing a lot with the idea of pre-recorded and live together. And it was, I didn't even have a smartphone back then. I mean, we were very behind with technology. It was 12 years ago, but still. And we were really playing with the idea of the perception of the audience. Do they know it's live? Do they know it's pre-recorded? And the two things were like, sometimes they didn't know, and we were playing with like fooling them. And now we are like next level, because we have live, we have pre-recorded. I mean, some of the sound, for example, that your collective was using, I didn't know whether it was live or pre-recorded. And I kept asking myself, and then it's like, does it matter? But it's these questions, and like also the audience, that could be like, we could investigate how you can have audience physically in the space, but also live stream the show, which is partially maybe live and partially pre-recorded, and you have people. So we have, it's like opening this like Chinese boxes. Like it could be very fascinating to really go and exploit this media to the fullest, because now we're being forced to use it in this lockdown, and to investigate how can we mix the physical and the virtual. And I find the question as a compositional question really intriguing. What is present, what is absence, what is connecting physically, being more connected virtually and less connected physically with someone, and or vice versa, and all these like nuances of, I find it a fantastic 2020 and further question. So yeah.
Did anyone wanted to say something? I saw a hand. No.
¿Alguien quiere decir algo al respecto? ¿Alguien tiene una opinión de esta discusión entre vivo, pregrabado, presencia real, presencia telemática, todo el mundo desde la casa? Olga.
Yo, bueno.
Brigitte and Olga.
Okay.
Olga, Brigitte. Bueno.
Sí.
Olga.
Thank you, Brigitte. All I wanted to say is that there is a political aspect at this period in this situation, which I feel as artists, we really have to filter and understand. So it is a beautiful medium in contemporary art to use this way of meeting and interacting virtually, and creating bridges across many countries, or as Friederike said, collaborating and developing from different areas, literally. But at the same time, for me, this needs a very special attention. Because if we see that this gives immense possibilities, and we choose these immense possibilities, this means that we, by consciousness, choose to obey to these immense possibilities whenever it is requested, in order to support the normality that is needed to be supported under any circumstance. And that for me artistically raises a question. So that's something I would like to put on the table.
Can I respond?
Sure.
And please also others don't feel, please respond so I don't talk too much. I like to respond also because if I speak from the Dutch perspective, I understand your concern, Olga. However, I don't think that this medium will be any substitute. I see it actually as a contrary. So for example, here in the Dutch system, I feel that the traditional systems doesn't work anymore. Dance in the theater, music in the concert hall, galleries in the museum is outdated, and it has a place and a value, but it's not the only place and value anymore. And I see that all the artists have been struggling to deal with that issue, like how to be able to have a place or position within a system that is not updated with the current situation, which has been going on for the past 20 years. And now through the virus, everything is upside down. It's like cracking open. And actually, I feel that this platform is an opportunity for more grassroots and more grassroots work, and also more, how to say, underground scene, which hasn't existed actually in our country since the 90s. It has disappeared. And now, I mean, there are some venues that has been the underground scene, but not so many. So I see this also where a place where artists actually find their resilience, and they are not, you know, they will not be stopped. And I don't think this is the only way, but it's a way. It can be anywhere. As long as the urgency of the artists are there, they will have to demand their place and wherever that is.
Primero, Olga, thanks for your voice in our piece. Really thanks. Yo quiero preguntar a las cuerpas latinoamericanas, que son además tan políticas y tan potentes, porque yo sé que muchas hacemos muchas cosas, no solo bailar. Yo sé que entre muchas cosas que hacemos, Rebeca, también hacemos muchas otras cosas como enseñar y también otros tipos de trabajos con la comunidad. Cuéntanos qué piensas de esto, de las opciones de la virtualidad, de las opciones de la presencialidad para el trabajo que nosotras hacemos.
Hola, yo soy Rebeca. Bueno, primero agradecer la oportunidad de este espacio para unir dos mundos, vamos a decirlo así, unirnos en uno solo a través del arte. Eso es importante. Como bien dice Brigitte, yo soy profesora y trabajo en una universidad que es a distancia, la Universidad Nacional Abierta. Y hay esa combinación de lo que es el estudio a distancia con algunos elementos presenciales que ahorita tuvimos que descartarlos porque, bueno, la situación de la pandemia nos llevó a eso. Yo creo que esto es una oportunidad que le está dando, vamos a decir, la pandemia o esta situación a nivel mundial, no solo al arte, yo creo que a las familias, a los amigos, a otras opciones para poder traspasar el mundo. Yo pregunto, tal vez en un momento de presencialidad, alguno de nosotros que estamos aquí en Latinoamérica, tal vez no hubiéramos podido encontrarnos e ir a un evento o a una actividad de danza hasta donde ustedes se encuentran. Esto nos ha permitido conocernos, presentarnos, que el resto del mundo nos vea. Y hemos traspasado como bien dice Brigitte y nos decía durante los ensayos, no somos solo esta pantalla, esta parte plana, hemos traspasado hasta allá. Creo que es una oportunidad de ir repensando, como bien decía Iris, Olga, ir reflexionando. ¿Nos quedaremos solo con la distancia o con esta parte a distancia? ¿Haremos una combinación? Creo que la pandemia nos ha ido enseñando que hay que vivir el día a día, un día a la vez. Y este día a la vez nos ha enseñado que podemos traspasar las barreras, no solo desde el campo educativo, sino desde el arte. Mostrar esta oportunidad de ver esas diferencias y dentro de esas diferencias ubicar un punto de encuentro para unirnos. Eso es mi experiencia con esta actividad. La vivencia o lo que nosotros hemos vivido durante el laboratorio nos ha hecho hacer amigos en Argentina, en Colombia, ahora con ustedes, que entren a nuestra casa y conozcan algunos detalles o a nuestras vidas y podamos traspasar esa barrera. Me he preguntado durante este periodo, tal vez en un momento que no tuviéramos la pandemia, nos hubiéramos conocido, hubiéramos ido hasta donde ustedes están, en cualquier parte del mundo en este momento que nos están viendo. No lo sé, yo creo que no. O irían muy poquito. Entonces, bueno, gracias por la oportunidad, gracias por llegar a sus vidas, a sus países, a su idioma, a su forma de expresar la danza y también por la oportunidad de nosotros poder demostrar esa diversidad que hay en Latinoamérica, y eso es importante, traspasar esas barreras. Gracias.
Okay, I'm super tired of writing and writing. I'm missing all the fun of this conversation. And as we say many times, some questions need time to be solved and to find a proper answer. I appreciate what Olga was mentioning, how not to solve this for the state or for others. I think that's an important perspective. But I also agree deeply with Iris, because this has been a very punk, we say that it has been a very punk answer, like is very alternative, is very from our own, is really communal. And I think we are very aware of the situation, and it has been also a coping system, at least in Intensamente. It was strongly like that, a way to cope through these difficult times, and it gave us so much.
Thank you, Laisvie, and the others in Spanish that I missed, but I loved your embodiment, so you got me there. Laisvie, are there, because we have such a big talk, but maybe there's audience that is bringing in questions that we haven't been adding in or, acknowledge.
Yes, we have, I think it's someone from Brazil, so sorry if I don't read your name correctly. Suvine Queiroz de Paula. I love this form of you. I just think you took the grade of these difficult times, and I'm so proud of your creativity and for Getaway to share these amazing performances with us. Thank you so much. We also have Sin Fronteras, Without Borders, Without Divisions, Unidos en el Amor y Sentimientos. This is the new earth. Esta es la nueva tierra. We are pioneers. We also have Alicia Fernández. Qué poderoso este performance. Such a powerful performance. Lucas. Orgullo, Sâmia. Yes, how beautiful this of insist. Qué lindo esto, qué bonito esto de insistir, en hacer y en persistir. And yes, we do have one question. Maybe we can close our after talk with this question.
Yes.
a good idea. Okay. How did you put all these ideas together to transmit to us in such a clear manner, in such a beautiful way, so we all understood this love, this connection with love? So, ¿cómo colocaron todas estas ideas juntas para transmitirnos con tanta claridad y belleza que lo que podemos entender y sentir en esta conexión de amor?
And for who is this question, Laisvie?
I think it's for who wants to answer. Who wants to answer this question? We have shy artists tonight.
Yeah, that's always the case. So I think you just have to drop a name.
Well, Gio, I would like to
Liza.
hear. Liza, great.
Yo creo que no hay un cómo, no hay una fórmula para la creación. Sí hay un modo de estar disponible con las otras que se presentan para crear juntas, poder respirar, y de ahí va emanando y fluyendo las necesidades de qué expresar, de cómo, con el mundo que cada una fue construyendo, y con la posibilidad de poder compartirlo, y en esa red se va tejiendo la construcción que hoy es esto que pudimos abrir al mundo. Y siempre eso va a ser dinámico, inmutable, pero no le encuentro un cómo, como esto que decía en el inicio, una fórmula para el hacer, sino un estar para la construcción. I can translate it.
Yes, thank you, Liza. So for those of you that don't have the subtitles, Liza was saying that more than a formula to create is a state of being, how you are open and available to create with others, to meet others. And what we do is always changing, is always transforming. But if we keep this open way of being, we will always be able to create many wonderful things. I think this is our closure. No, Gio wants to say something. Yeah, Gio, please. You can even say in both languages, so that's great.
Okay. What this world situation taught me is to breathe, to make a pause and breathe, and allow me to feel and not to have to do things all the time. Lo que esta pandemia me enseñó es a hacer una pausa y a respirar. Y digo esto porque en el trabajo de nuestro grupo fue lo principal. Brigitte nos hizo respirar. I say this because in our lab, that was like the essence of the work. Brigitte, as our guide, always leading us to a place where we only Google all the time. Yeah, Brigitte guided us through that path in which she asked us to breathe, and we could connect from just being present, not rushing, not thinking about what things we had to do, responsibilities. Y creo que eso es lo principal y lo que tenemos que aprender para poder seguir la vida con lo que realmente importa y que la vida no se nos pase, sino nosotros respirarla. breathe life.
Beautiful. Thank you, Gio. Yes, I think this is a very nice way to close.
So we're going to close this this evening session number 11, and everyone, we want to thank you for watching. And next week we will have our last weekly Wednesday, so please come to this last one festive event before we go monthly in August on the second Monday of the month. So see you next week. We say bye.
Bye. Bye. See you next week.